What's up everyone, Tom here from Pizarro's Pieces, back once again with another video, and today I'm going to be showing you my recent toy hunting pickup finds. What's going on guys, welcome back. So I was meant to put this video out in the week. I did mention in my boot sale video last Sunday that I was going to do a little 5-10 minute video to show you guys what I'd picked up at the NEC, which is now nearly 2 weeks ago, and also what I have picked up just out and about or through the internet or whatever over the last week or two. I've not managed to get that video out, so I'm doing it today. Obviously it's Saturday, I don't usually put videos out on a Saturday. I'm hoping to get to the boot sale tomorrow. The weather at the minute is looking really nice. The skies are crystal clear. So I believe that I should be going to a boot sale tomorrow, and hopefully I can get you guys some more footage. Now obviously I know that the boot sale videos are super popular because I can see a spike in views with regards to the video that I put up on Sunday. And I know that generally the boot sale toy hunting videos get a lot more views than most of the usual videos that I put out, which is cool, but obviously I can't go to boot sales all day every day, so I put out different videos for you guys to watch. So guys, my pickups, my recent pickups. Now some of you who follow me on Instagram and Facebook would have probably seen bits and pieces of what I'm about to show you over the last week and a half. Some things I haven't put at all on social media, so this will be the first time that you guys would have seen it. Right, first up, I got this 2 days ago. Now, Smiths have released the new Godzilla King of Monsters toy line from Jack's Pacific. Can't pronounce it now. And I found out about it literally 2 days ago, and I went there the day I found out. Now, these were not meant to be released until April, so for whatever reason they've been released early, end of Feb. Guys, I'll be honest with you, for me personally, I think they're disappointing, really disappointing. The Rodan and the King Ghidorah figures were just terrible. There was no articulation. The moulds of the monsters' faces were just terrible. They wanted £15 each. I passed on them. I thought I'm not going to bother getting them. I did, however, get this Godzilla, which is the medium version, I suppose. This one was £19.99. There is one that's due to be about this big, which I think is going to retail at around £60. It's pretty much exactly the same as the 2014. I cannot remember who made them, to be honest with you, but I never managed to get one. I didn't get one in 2014. I kind of passed on them, and they kind of got up in value a little bit, but it's pretty much the same. I haven't taken it out of this box yet. The tail clips in at the back here, very basic. I mean, there's no, what can I say about it, guys? Not particularly good. I'm not a huge fan of Jack's, to be honest with you, from the days of when they used to do the WWE figures and that. A little disappointing, but I did get this one only because I haven't got a version this big of this particular Godzilla, the 2014 Godzilla. He's a little bit smaller than the Kong. Well, he's actually quite a bit smaller than the Kong that Lenars were doing, but you know what, I thought for £20 I'll grab him, but the other ones were pretty piss poor, to be honest with you, so I passed on them. Also, last week I picked this guy up. I'd heard that Entertainer were doing a sale on the Elites, and I decided to pick this guy up. He was only £10. He's quite new. I think he got released in the UK probably in like December, maybe end of last year. So he's relatively new, and to pick him up for a tenner, obviously, dude love. One of the faces of Mick Foley. The box is not the greatest. He was the last one on the shelf, but for £10, and he's going to get ripped open and on the shelf anyway. I weren't going to complain. He wasn't really one I was looking for, to be honest with you, in regards to my WWE collection, but I was a big fan. I'll probably end up getting Cactus Jack at some point. I've already got a version of Mankind up there. So another addition to the WWE Elites Now, on to NEC, guys. I picked up a few bits. I actually pre-bought an item. That's going to be the last item I'll show you because it's the best item for me. I pre-bought an item, so I'd already paid for it, and I just had to pick it up at the NEC. I did a trade with someone, but my only actual purchase on the day was this NECA Aliens Ultimate. Now, there's two versions of this. There's the blue Xenomorph. They say blue, he's not like bright blue, and the brown one. I decided to go with the blue one. This set me back £22, I think it was. Not too bad. I haven't opened it. He's obviously, I have to sort out my NECAs at the minute because I've accumulated quite a lot in the space of 2 months, pretty much. So he's obviously going to be going on the shelf with the Predator, but I need to shuffle them around a little bit. I still haven't opened the Ultimate Stripe, which is obviously going to go. I've got 2 of them, one stand in the box, one is going to be open. So I do have to sort that out at some point, but we'll see. I'll do that in the upcoming weeks. Now guys, I did do a trade. So my good buddy Wayne, some of you guys who are watching this might know him. He's a massive Masters of the Universe collector. We had arranged a trade months and months ago that we were meant to do at the NEC, but he didn't come to that particular show. So we got talking again over December about it, and then we pulled the trigger. So basically, you lot guys might have seen in the background here, previously in previous videos, I had a Masters of the Universe play tent that I picked up probably about 3 years ago, at a really good price as well. Wayne has been on to me about it for probably 18 months now. So I said to him, yeah, no problem, let's trade, and we come to a value and everything of what I paid for it, etc., what I thought it was worth. And I traded this. So I've lost the play tent. It's no longer in my collection, but I appreciated it for a few years, and now it's gone to a nice new home. I don't actually think Wayne's kept it. It's actually going to someone else that we know, another big He-Man collector, Damien. So the first one is one of these now. I've been after one of these for years. Being a Masters of the Universe merchandise collector, I believe no collection with regards to this sort of thing is complete without a Castle Grayskull camera. So there you see it, guys. So this is from 1985. It's even got the little tag of like the shield on the side there. Really nice piece. So that was part of that trade. That was one of the items. Second item was a Masters of the Universe torch from 1984. Obviously, again in the kind of shape of a section of Grayskull. It's got the Masters of the Universe sticker. These are not items you really see pop up, guys, often at all. And when you do, generally, I mean, the camera is probably a £30 item. Torch is probably a £15–20 item. And then last but not least, still with tag, the original price on these was $6.99, and these are sock top slippers from 1984. So these are like kids' little slippers, and they've obviously got He-Man's head on them. A very unusual item, to be honest with you. Me and Wayne have done lots of deals in the past. I had a Masters of the Universe rain jacket, kids rain jacket, a couple of years ago that he bought off me. I've bought some odds and sods off him as well that are in my collection, so that's good. Nice to trade bits and pieces now and then. Now these were not part of that trade. These were actually part of another trade that I did with Wayne, and this was for a He-Man Masters of the Universe poster, an original poster that I think was promoted in the VHS when it came out back in the 80s. I got 2 of them. So one is here in my collection that I am eventually hoping to get framed, and I said to Wayne that I'd trade him, and he said to me that he would bring me something, he'll surprise me basically with the trade. And he brought me these 3 glasses, which was great of him. So these are the French Masters of the Universe glasses. So He-Man was called Musclor. So we've got He-Man and Battle Cat on that side, and then we've got Prince Adam and Cringer on that side. And these are, I don't think, are these dated? Yeah, 1985 as well. And then we've got Tila and Orko, and then Beastman, who's known as Le Monstre on that side. And then this one I actually already have, which is He-Man and Skeletor. I picked this up on eBay about 3.5 years ago. So this is actually a spare, which I'm either gonna keep to trade for something in the future, or I'm potentially gonna sell it on a show on my store at one of the shows. So guys, that was all them bits and pieces. Now I also got this. This was a little. Let me just check the box. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. There's some more stuff down there. I completely forgot about this in a box. So this was given to me by my pal Ken, who I'm going to be going to Chicago with in April. Just as a freebie, as a little gift. So this is Gremlins on. What is this? Is this a Spectrum? Doesn't even say. Let me have a look. I have no idea, guys, to be honest with you. These cassette thingies were a bit before my time. I think it's the Spectrum. It's just a Gremlins The Adventure. So yeah, it's a little cassette game. And Ken gave that to me as a little gift, so that was cool. I completely forgot about this, guys. So I picked these up off of Facebook. One of the selling pages, they popped up. And literally within 2 minutes I commented, and lucky I did, because after that the guy got sort of completely blitzed with comments to buy these. Now, Rocky, I love Rocky. Rocky's one of my favourite films of all time. I was originally gonna go with getting all the NECA figures, but that didn't kind of work out because the NECA figures just shot up in price over the last 12 months. I do have Ivan Drago in NECA form, but I've got Clubber Lang and Rocky in Jack's form. And though I mentioned earlier I'm not a big fan of Jack's, the Rocky figures are not too bad, even though they used the torsos, the bellies and the bodies that they used on the wrestlers. But I also got the computer game version of Rocky in NECA. But these were a really good price, and Apollo Creed is quite hard to get in Jack's and NECA. The prices on the NECA one's crazy. So I picked up Apollo Creed. These are obviously all loose. He did have a few others, but Apollo's got some paint wear and that, but he's going to display nicely. You see Apollo on the back there. I would have obviously preferred the Stars and Stripes version of Apollo, but beggars can't be choosers. I also picked up Tommy Gunn, who's obviously from Rocky 5. And then I picked up Dolph Lundgren, who is obviously Ivan Drago from Rocky 4. Now, I got these for, I think it was, the 3 of them I paid 24, I think it was, posted, which is a really good price, guys, because like I say, they're not easy figures to find. Now, this also was in the box. This isn't actually mine, this is Rob's, Rob of Robbo Toys. So he actually bought this one off the guy and asked the guy if he could just throw it in the box, in my box, because obviously I see Rob quite a lot, just to save messing around on postage. So wicked additions to the collections, guys, there. So it's been a pretty good couple of weeks for me. But the last thing I want to show you guys, first off I want to say a massive thank you to Alex at Holy Grail Toys for this. This is something I have been wanting for years and years as a collector, but I just never pulled the trigger on it. I see it in America numerous times, and over the last 2 years that I've been going to America, it seems to have crept up in price. Saying that, I did watch a YouTube video the other day of the Toy Chasers, I think it was, and they managed to pick this up and they got it for quite cheap. But it is what it is. It was a limit. It wasn't mass produced. There wasn't any other toys from this toy line. It was kind of a one-off. I picked this up with Alex. This has come out of Alex's collection. He's had it in his collection a little while now, and I always said to him that if you ever sell it, can I have first refusal? And we came to a deal. I paid him and I picked it up at the NEC. So this, guys, is the LJN V action figure, action doll, whatever you want to call it. In a really nice box. The bubble sometimes tends to go, yeah, this ain't too bad. It's got a little split here on the bubble, but it's sealed. It's really nice. as you can see, guys, that's a really, really nice vintage bit. Now, this was something I was going to be looking for when I was going back to America when I'm going back to America, shall I say, in April. But it's now, I've got it. I don't really have grails, I don't have holy grails or anything, but this was probably a grail thing for me. This is something that I wanted to get for years. Kind of like Tiamat the Dragon was. For years I wanted Tiamat the Dragon, and I got her, it's probably about 5 years ago now that I got Tiamat. Now the prices are ridiculous on the Dungeons and Dragons stuff, but I got a really good price back then with her wings as well. And it was one of them ones that I wanted for years and years and years, and then you just go, you know what, I've got it now, I've pulled the trigger on it. There's not much stuff, guys. I really and truly, I know as a toy collector, it might be hard for people to, and you guys, a lot of you guys who are watching this, the toy collectors, it might be hard for you to understand that there isn't really that much vintage bits that I really want now, to be honest with you. I am really liking the modern stuff. I know it's not for everyone. There is a few more NECAs I want. I do want a Texas Chainsaw Massacre Ultimate Leatherface, so that's going to be coming pretty soon in the next couple of months. I think Craig at Nerdbase is going to be getting some of them. I do really want the Turtles, the 4 Turtles that they've released in America. They are GameStop exclusives at the minute. I know the UK has issues with licensing for Turtles with NECA. I don't know the full story behind it. I think there's something to do with Playmates who made the original Turtles toys and the Turtles action figures, but they're not going to be released there. So I don't know how I'm going to do that. I don't really want to be doing eBay because scalpers are ripping it with the prices on them at the minute. So that's quite frustrating. But I do want the 4 movie NECA turtle figures, but there isn't much more, guys. I'm fully going to be concentrating in the next sort of 6 months on getting probably the NECA Godzilla figures when they come out is another thing. NECA are also releasing another Gremlin, which is the Gamer Gremlin, and NECA are releasing the Karate Kid figures as well towards the end of the year, so that's going to be something I'm looking at. But apart from that, it's going to be merchandise. It's going to be Masters of the Universe merchandise that I haven't got, that I can get at a reasonable price. I'd like to add some Battle Beasts to my collection. I've had Battle Beasts in my hands loads of times over the years, but I just thought it'd be a nice addition to my sort of miscellaneous collection of 80s toys. I've got some Visionaries, I've got some Brave Star, I've got some Dungeons and Dragons, I've got some Supernaturals, and I'd actually like some G.I. Joes as well. So they're the sort of things that I'm going to be looking for in America. Some G.I. Joes, some Battle Beasts, any Masters of the Universe merchandise. I'm not really going to be looking for NECA figures unless it's the Turtles, because they're quite readily available over here, the rest of them. For example, the Gremlins that I got off Craig, I've seen 2 people selling them, I think, at the NEC, and loads of websites to go on, because I had in my mind that they might become a little bit hard to get. That's why I've got 2 of each off of Craig, but it ain't looking the case at the minute. It's looking like they're quite readily available. For how long is anyone's guess. So guys, that is the plan over the next several months. I'm just looking around. There is some animated Spider-Man figures I still want. We are only at the end of February in 2019, and already I've acquired quite a lot of stuff really that I was looking for this year, this being one of them. This was another one. I already said that I wanted an Alien and a Predator in NECA form, and I've done that. I've got the Gremlins, I've got the It figure, I've got the Terminator figure, Jason and Freddy. A lot of the NECA figures that I wanted from the start, I have got. But guys, as toy collectors, we know, and the Toy Fair was last week in New York. There's so much stuff coming out, modern wise. If you collect modern, Marvel Legends, NECA, Super 7, the new Power Rangers line that's just come out as well. There's just so much stuff coming out. It's unbelievable, and it keeps collectors to want to keep collecting. Certainly myself, especially as vintage has become so expensive. And like I just said to you guys, there isn't really much vintage that I want now. Over the last 4, 5, 6 years, I've acquired gradually, slowly, bits that I wanted. Now I'm just sort of adding little odds and sods there, or if I see something, if I see a new collection that I think, yeah, I think I want that, whether it's brand new or whether it's modern, like 2000, 2005. But we will see, guys, we will see. There's so much out there. I'm just looking around my room now to see where the spaces are, and I've got some space, so it's not an issue, especially for Battle Beasts and G.I. Joes, because they're only little. So guys, thanks for watching as always. I'm hoping to attend the boot sale tomorrow, and I will obviously do a bit of filming for you guys, a bit of live filming at the boot sale like I did last week. I know you guys enjoy them videos. So guys, if you are watching this and you ain't subscribed, please consider to do so. Don't forget I am on all social media. The links are below to my Twitter, my Instagram and my Facebook pages, where I've just hit 9,000 followers on Facebook. So thanks to guys, thanks to all you guys, shall I say. Get over to them sites. That is where I do a lot of my activity. Not so much selling these days, but I do show you guys my post, my finds and pictures of my room and all that as well. So guys, until the next video, which is potentially going to be tomorrow evening, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all then.